Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome back to Model Kit Monday. Today we'll be taking a look at the high-grade Future Century GF13-017NJII G Gundam, or God Gundam, or Burning Gundam. So without further ado, let's take a look at the Burning G God Gundam. So before we take a look at the Burning G God Gundam, we're going to take a look at his Core Flyer, which is the same name in America and Japan. So that's fun. Now the Core Fighter, or the Core Flyer, I'm not really sure which is which, is similar to the Core Lander from the Shining Gundam in that it holds the pilot and it can move and attach to the back of the Gundam. And this is a nice little plane. Now the thing is with this plane, it has thrusters in the back here. It's got a nice silver sticker on the top, which is nice and shiny and reflective. And it's got these neat wings going on, so you got this thing flying. It's not a whole lot, but it's a neat inclusion that it is removable. I think that's a fun little feature of the G Gundam Gundams, because they had all these neat little Core Flyers, Core Landers, and stuff like that. Now, of course, the Core Flyer is going to fit in the hole in the back here, which all we need to do with this is tilt this down and then insert it here till it clicks. And now we got the Burning G God Gundam all set. So the Burning Gundam, or the God Gundam, is the second mobile suit used by Domo and Kashu in G Gundam. And it replaced the Shining Gundam, which is my personal favorite Gundam. So it was kind of a weird transition for me when watching the show. I was like, oh, I really like the Shining Gundam, and now it's sitting in a crevice with a hand through its chest. And now we got this guy, the Burning Gundam, or the God Gundam. The Burning Gundam is the American name, and the God Gundam is the Japanese name. I think I'll just refer to it as Burning Gundam for the rest of this. It just makes it a little easier. And then it also syncs up with the Build Burning and Try Burning Gundams that I've already reviewed from Build Fighters. So that's pretty neat. But you can see the similarities in designs between these two, which is really cool. If there's some, look to a similar look to them, as it helps with them both being Domo and Kashu's mobile suits. But they are not. This is not an upgraded version of that. Some may think that without watching the show, but as you can see, they are completely different. They were built at separate times, and it's a really neat overall new mobile suit for Domo. So how is the Burning Gundam as a Gunpla? Well, he is a high-grade Future Century, a spin-off of the high-grade Universal Century line, so he has all the standard joints. He's got a ball joint neck, he's got shoulders with a forward swing, he's got bicep swivel, double joint elbows, ball joint wrist, a polycap waist, a hip joint, a universal hip joint, a thigh swivel, double joint knee, and a ball joint ankle. So he can assume all these fighting poses you need him to. He's quite balanced overall, which helps with kung fu poses, like this one, and it's quite impressive that even with a backpack, he's not really back heavy. But when martial arts can't be enough, he does come with two beam sabers, one with a shorter blade and one with a longer blade. And they're quite effective. I like the handles being stored on the hips, and it's a really neat thing that even if his hand-to-hand combat does not work, he's got a little bit backup weapon. It's kind of, I felt like the same way with the Shining Gundam, in that they seem like they come with beam sabers only because they're lead Gundams in a Gundam series, and that's why they have beam sabers, which is why the Build Burning and Try Burning do not, and that's pretty cool. But when beam sabers and martial arts aren't enough, we need a finishing move. This hand of mine is burning red. Its loud roar tells me to grasp victory. Erupting burning finger! Heat end! So overall, I am super impressed with the high-grade Future Century Burning G God Gundam, and I definitely recommend it. He's a really neat kit. He's got a lot of cool intricacies to him. It comes with an extra burning finger hand for the other hand, and that side does move as well, which is pretty cool. And the only real complaint I have is this thing in the middle, as if you open it up all the way, it like completely blocks his face unless you're from this angle, and then you can kind of push it in. So it's a little weird. And maybe it could have used a few more stickers, especially since they give you nothing for the gold areas there. So there's that, and this piece does move a little bit, which is nice. And another thing that they included I thought was really cool was that you can open up the back panels here. And you can see inside the thrusters, which is really neat. I do like that function. It does have a nice, you can have it like partially open, or you can pull it out all the way and see it on full display, which is really neat. I like that kind of functionality, and I like the Burning G Gundam, because that's what I'm going to call it for forever now, so I don't offend anyone at the same time as not being wrong in any country I'm in, because he's the Burning Gundam to us Americans, and he's the God Gundam to Japan, and some people will just call him G Gundam for short, so there is that. Anyways, really happy with the kit. Highly recommend it. Don't know how it stacks up to his Robot Damashi counterpart, as I don't own that, because I own this. So, there is that. But, stay tuned for more Model Kit Monday, as next week we will be taking a look at something probably not G Gundam related. I feel like I've been doing a lot of build fighters lately, and I've been doing G Gundam, and build fighters tries based on G Gundam, so yeah, I need to get away from the fighting side of things and maybe go to a more war-based Gundam. Anyway, stay tuned for next week. Be sure to check out HeroTaku.com for all your Gunpla news and more. Talk to Soundout saying goodbye.